Takeover finally completed, and today we got a big quarter-final for you against LA Galaxy. Hello everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome back to Creators Club here on Reesy FC. Hope you're all well. We're here for part 7 today, and today, as I mentioned, we got a huge game against LA Galaxy in the quarter-final of the US Cup. I was meant to come back in a couple of games' time against Atlanta United, but I figured this would be a good one to come back to, the quarter-final of the Cup against LA Galaxy, and it should be a good one today for sure. There is a few bits of news to go through as well in this episode, but first of all, we will show you exactly what's been going on since you was last with us. You was last with us for the fourth round cup game against El Paso Locomotive, where we snuck through that game really 1-0, didn't we? We dominated the game, but you know, just a 1-0 win wasn't good enough. Of course, the squad was quite depleted. We then played Columbus away and lost 2-0. Not a good performance there, really. I mean, yeah, it wasn't great at all, really. Look, we had 75 away fans. I just noticed that. We're not getting a good away following, are we? But of course, we was in bad form there, so you can kind of understand why the fans stayed away for that one, and it might have been a long way away as well. Not too sure about that, but we played Orange County, won 3-0, got through the fifth round with ease in that one, really. Played Orlando City, which was a tough game. They were second in the MLS Cup, in the Supporters' Shield rather, and a good performance, 2-1, and then we beat Cincinnati 2-0 as well, so we turned the corner a little bit, and then we just had a fantastic game against New England, 4-4. Look at the stats as well on this. It was a crazy game, 4-4. Both on 14 shots. I think the draw was the fair result, if I am absolutely honest. There's some good performances in there. We've had some issues as well. Look, considering we had two young or fringe players there, Colon and Martinez, they never play, and they were two members of our back four. Toya, the right back, was at left back. I mean, it's no wonder we did concede so many goals in that game, but to score 4 at home and still not win is disappointing. But the boys played well, in my opinion. Kralak's been up front because Martinez has been away on international duty. Glad's been away on international duty as well. They're both not back for the game against LA Galaxy today, which is rather frustrating. The international football really kills us in the MLS. Obviously, it's probably the same for the majority of the teams as well, but we do lose key players in important games, and it is rather frustrating. Let's give you some news then. What has been happening since you was last with us? Well, shortly after we recorded the last episode, we finally had our takeover completed. Get in. Finally the takeover completed, which means one thing: no more silly transfer embargoes, and hopefully we can get players as and when we want now moving forward in the series. Hopefully there's no more takeovers. And yeah, it was a £54 million deal to buy the club. There was money pumped in as well. £18 million now we've got. I don't know if it tells you what was our budget already. The original budget was 80. I think that's just changed with that, but the budget has gone right up to 18 million, just under £19 million, and 267,000 on the wage budget now. Look at that. We're only spending literally half of it, which is crazy. Less than half of it, really, if you want to be specific. So we've got money to spend as well. Look at the balance has gone right up as well, from 14 million through to 27 million in the club's bank balance. So it is looking very good for us indeed financially, which is great news moving forward. Hopefully transfers will be good at the end of the season. Talking of transfer news as well, Jordan Thompson, the guy we originally agreed a contract for with Coventry, his transfer has been cancelled because of the 7 international player rule in the MLS. So after all these months waiting for him, literally the day he was about to sign, they said no, the transfer is cancelled. And I mean, he's not that great for me to decide to move someone out of the squad who's an international player to bring him in. I'm not going to do that for him. We're fine. We are a little bit light, but you can only have a certain amount of players in the squad. And again, it's a learning curve for me. I knew about the 7-player rule thing, and I just got to try and manage the squad, I guess, a little bit better next year. And I'll have a bit better idea when trying to sign players who I can and cannot buy, sign on a free and whatnot, and bring to the club. So we'll get there. We'll finally understand these daft MLS rules, I am sure. Also, as well, there is another cup competition which I was totally unaware of until I saw this in my schedule. Chivas Leagues Cup first round. Chivas, of course, are a Mexican side, so this is a bit weird to see these guys on my schedule. Apparently, the Leagues Cup was formed last season And basically, it's a mixture of teams from America and teams from Mexico. So 8 participants from both the MLS and Liga MX, of course, is the Mexican league. And it's good to be a part of, isn't it? I'm not sure how you actually qualify. I don't know whether it's the top 8 of the Supporters' Shield, maybe. I've no idea. That's just my guess. Go through to play the top 8, perhaps, of Liga MX. And again, it's something I do need to look up on. It's just something I spotted, and it's a big game. Chivas are a decent side, I think. How are they getting on? I wonder, can we see how they're getting on in the first division? No, we can't. We haven't got the league loaded to have a look. But that'll be interesting. It'll be. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in the club division. What do they want us to do in it? Just be competitive. So, I mean, they're not that worried about that competition. So, but it's another competition. It's a competition I want to win. Talking of competitions, and if we go across to the competitions page, then this is where we are. I know it's not a cup game, it's not a league game for you today, but we have managed, with the little upturn in form since the last episode, we've managed to get ourselves a little gap again. 5 points between us and Vancouver Whitecaps, and I think Dallas are well out of sight now. We can't finish top of this group in top of the conference. In my opinion, they are miles ahead, 19 points clear of us, which is crazy. They have been absolutely on fire, and of course they're absolutely leading the way as well in terms of the Supporters' Shield. It's nice to see us though in technically another competition. I do like the idea of the Leagues Cup. It's something else to try and win. I wasn't expecting it, so it'd be nice at the end of this series to be able to wrap up an MLS Supporters' Shield title, Leagues Cup and a US Cup. That would be delightful. So a new objective for the series, which is always fun. But shall we get into that game then? The quarterfinal of the US Cup with LA Galaxy? I think so too. This is the team we have selected to face LA Galaxy. Again, there's a few little changes because to what we're used to. Of course, Rossi's out injured. He is actually on the bench, but only because literally he has to be, because we can't fill the bench at the minute, which is annoying. So the team goes like this. It's McMath goal, Powder, Silva, Bessler, Toya, Mulholland, Beckerman, Merrim, Nasri, Ramirez and Kralak. This is not ideal. It's pretty much not really many familiar players in there. Powder doesn't play at left back normally. Toya's at right back. That's fine. He's comfortable there. Besler's better here. We normally have Kralak in the attacking midfield, or normally, recently actually, we normally have Rusnak, but as you can see, he is also struggling with fitness as well, so he is on the bench. Nasri has been playing as an inside forward recently and has been playing really well out there, to be fair. So I don't really know how this is going to go. This is a game I really want to win. I want to win the US Cup, but we don't know really how it is going to go. We have put Everton Luiz on the bench as well. He's someone will probably come on in the game quite early, I'd have thought, early in the second half. But he does need a rest. Players need a rest, because where the other boys have been out, key players, the other key players haven't been able to rest. But I'm muttering now. We're going to look at the OIs. We are going to pin these. I don't show you what I do every game. I do always put opposition instructions on. They are vitally important. And let's have a look here then. So preferred foot is a left. He can play both footed. And we won't do anything with the strikers, I don't think. And then one thing to look at as well is the passing ability and the vision of these midfielders, because they can probably spray a ball around. I'm guessing this guy can, because he's got the most assists at the club. So passing is very good. Vision's good. And flair's not amazing, but we are going to press him because he does look like he can influence the game in that midfield. And again, this guy looks, his passing's alright. We will press him as well. I think this will do for now. And let's get into the game then. This is a tough game. It's a game that, as I said, I want to win this cup. I really want to win it. It'd be nice to get a cup under our belt early on in the series and hopefully one this season. Yeah, we'll pile on the misery. That sounds good. But because of the injuries we're getting a lot of injuries. We are getting a couple of suspensions as well here and there. Just typical football season things. We just seem to get a lot of them, and a lot of international duty going on as well. So it hasn't been ideal, but we've got to deal with it. And the way the MLS squads are, they're small squads. So when you do have these international duties, injuries and suspensions, players unavailable in general, it does really take its toll. Kralak is in behind here. He's not really a striker, and that wasn't really a striker's finish, was it? Apparently, he is like the third best striker at the club, and which is mad when we've got Sorry, he's the first best, rather. I did see he was the first best, and it's mad when we've got Rossi and Martinez in there as well. But Kralak just isn't a natural finisher, and from what I've seen of him anyway, his attributes are good, but you just don't. He goes for on goal. You really fancy Rossi to score. You don't fancy Kralak scoring. He did score in the last game, though, however, which was our 4th goal, I believe. Throwing now, Toya goes short to Ramirez. Back to Toya, looking to play back to Ramirez. Ramirez strikes. Again, another player, Jason Ramirez, that doesn't really play. Alvarez is through. This is a great chance here. And, that was a great chance for LA Galaxy, and he's put it wide. And good opportunity there for LA Galaxy. They were in. 25 minutes gone already. It's crazy. I've been used to playing offline. I'm kind of playing comprehensive. Not on this save so much. But unless I'm tweaking tactics, I'll play on comprehensive. But I've certainly been doing it in my non-league save with Dartford. And that has been fun. The games are a lot longer, but tactically you're so involved. You're analysing everything, and I love it. Unless I'm changing tactics in this save, I'll do it. But of course, I'm not going to do it for YouTube because you will be here for ages watching this episode. And we're looking to put them under pressure here. Done really well in that wing back. Bingham has the ball. He lofts it forward. Ramirez strikes. What a strike and what a goal that is. What a volley from Jason Ramirez. And that is one hell of a way to get your first goal of the season. What a wonderful strike. It's a fantastic volley. Didn't even need to touch to compose himself. When the keeper was here, I was like, something's coming here big time. What a volley that is. The composure and the way he struck that is one of the best goals I have actually seen on Football Manager, I think. That was terrific from Jason Ramirez. And it is Reesy FC 1, LA Galaxy 0 here in the quarter-final of the US Cup. I don't know. If we get through to the semis, I don't know if it's 2 legs or 1. Hopefully it's just 1 leg and we can get it over and done with rather than 2, but I'm not sure how it works yet. The whole league system over here is a learning curve. Ramirez is in again. A much easier chance than he just executed. 1-on-1 with the keeper and he blasts it straight at the keeper's chest, which tells me it was a bit of a fluke, that goal. Fantastic technique, but I can't imagine him doing it again. It's one of them things you hit 1 in 100 attempts, and fortunately for us, he scored. It was that one at this time. It's a free kick here. Ramirez for LA Galaxy. It's a good effort, and McMath tips it over the bar. Of course, Beckham's former club, this, LA Galaxy. Ramirez looked like he's been watching David Beckham videos. De Santos is balling, cleared away. And I've been going on about how we don't concede many corners as well. Recently, I don't know whether it's just a change in players. Nasri's just pulled up, look, another injury. I don't know whether it's just a change of players and personnel, but from corners we've been quite poor defensively. And I've not tweaked anything. It is very strange, and that's really concerning that Nasri has got himself injured. Rusnak, going to bring McGowan on because Rusnak is struggling. The last thing we need to do is lose Rusnak as well. So McGowan can come on in place of Nasri. And can we get a second right before half-time? This would be lovely as well. Toya on the ball. Can he whip the ball in? Plays it short to Ramirez. Back to Toya. Into Mulholland, but he gets cleared away. Besler out wide to Powder. Come on, feeling another goal here, boys. Come on, right on half-time would be great. And that's a penalty, is it? Yeah, I agree with the commentary there. It did look harsh. Obviously no VAR in this competition, so it is a penalty. I think that would have been overturned. Beckham steps up. Beckham scores, and yeah, I don't think that was a penalty, to be fair. Commentary didn't seem to think so either. And fortunately for us, no VAR. It's 2-0 Reesy FC over LA Galaxy, and hopefully we can do a professional job in the second half and see this through and get ourselves into the semi-final. Will be lovely. So let's tell them we're pleased. And we'll get cracking again. I've been nicer to them on Team Talks recently. I told you about how they like to whinge and moan, and I've been nicer to them. And to be fair, they've been responding with some more positive results. So hopefully, me being nice in this instance, without saying don't get complacent or whatnot, they can get the job done. But Ramirez is through, and it is 2-1. LA Galaxy have pulled one back early on, and this is another thing as well. We keep conceding just after half time. It's like a trait of our side. Concede just after half time. And it's really bizarre. I don't understand why we do keep doing it. So, 2-1, I'm going to tell all the boys, I'm going to demand more from them. Because I think that's fair enough. You just lost our 2-goal lead. It's now been half, boys. I demand more from you to hold on to this lead. That makes sense in my head anyway. We best look at some changes. The second half is going rather quickly. We are going to bring Louise on. I did say we will bring him on. Probably from Mulholland, who's not having... I don't know. He's having a good game, but I don't genuinely play him, really. Going to bring Rusnak on as well. I mean, Merrim's not having a good game. We'll put him there. Ramirez can go on the left. I think he's okay out there, which he is. Rusnak as an inside forward. The only problem is he's right-footed, isn't he? Yes, so we'll make him a winger, an attacking winger. There's no point having an inside forward that is obviously right-footed on the right-hand side because he's going to be cutting in. He wants to shoot, and we don't want him shooting on his weak foot. Ramirez with a free kick is a good free kick. It just bent away from that near post. And it is still 2-1 to Reesy FC here. 15 minutes remaining. Can we get a third? This will be nice to go 2 goals in front again. Rusnak's in. What a crucial interception that was. What a challenge from the defender. It was a tap-in for Rusnak. At least it looked it. And that was a fantastic challenge from the defender. Toya goes long. We scored a few long throws in the last game. 2 of them, I think it was. Here's Bingham. Can he put another dodgy goal kick out? And can Ramirez get on it and volley it home again? Toya wins the header. Rusnak comes in and does well. He wins the ball, the Slovenian international. Plays it over the top here to Ramirez. The crowd are chanting, shoot. Ramirez in the box, shoot, son. And that is why I said it was 1 in 100. That was a terrible effort, that was. And it is still 2-1 to Reesy FC. We're going to tell the boys to demand more for the final few minutes of this game. Hopefully, this is enough to see us through to the next round. 2 minutes remaining in injury time. Referee, blow your whistle. Blow his whistle, he does. And that is a fabulous win with a few of the key players out. And we've got to the semi-final. That's a good win, boys. Well played. What a goal from Jason Ramirez. And it was stunning. Does anybody actually say about it in the social media thread as well? They actually don't. Apparently I'm still clueless. Semi-final, lads. 4th in the league and I'm clueless. And I played Ramirez who scored that goal. Don't be so ridiculous. And what a result that is. Let's see. Is there any indication of when the draw is? None at all. Who knows who we're going to play. The draw has been made. I continued for, I think it was a day. And we've been drawn against San Jose Earthquake. So a tough game. They are second in the MLS. However, we're not far behind them, are we? We're 3 points behind them. It's going to be a cracking second semi-final, in my opinion. Let's have a look at the other one as well. Who else is in it? Minnesota or Nashville against New York Red Bulls. So, I mean, it's still a winnable tournament in my eyes. New York Red Bulls, Minnesota, where are they? I don't even know if they're... Minnesota are bottom of our conference. New York Red Bulls are, of course, over in the West Conference. Sorry, the Eastern Conference. They're 5th. And who was the other one as well? I've literally forgot who it was in the other semi-final. Nashville. So we're in Nashville as well. Nashville. I doubt you can see my geography in America is poor. I'm looking through both conferences, looking for Nashville. Where are they? Oh, 11th in the Western Conference. They are in our conference. So, us, San Jose and New York Red Bulls, you'd see... It's a shame we didn't get Minnesota and Nashville. That would have been nice for us. But hey-ho, semi-final of the Cup is a fantastic achievement. Let's see when we'll bring you back then. And I mean, it has to be that semi-final, surely, doesn't it? It's now turning into the US Cup Series rather than the MLS Series. But why not? We're doing well in it. I would like to have shown you Chivas, but I don't want to show you Chivas and San Jose because, you know, the season will then, for you guys, be going really, really slow on the progress. So it's only a few games away. You'll miss 4 games. We'll play them offline. We'll come back for the San Jose game in the US Cup semi-final. What semi-final we've got in store for you, 2nd against 4th in the league. Amazing stuff. So guys, if you enjoyed that that episode, please leave a like on the video. If you're new to the channel as well, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Reesy FC. Bye bye.